So the NFL has announced in a memo to all its clubs this week that the draft will be a completely virtual event. So all the team facilities are still closed. So you've got all the scouts, every head coach, all in these different locations. All the media will be in different locations. So it's a virtual draft from April 23rd to 25th. I can announce we'll have all 3 days live on Sky Sports. More draft coverage than ever before as well. So stay tuned to Sky Sports NFL's Twitter for that. That's good news. But Jeff, in the virtual draft and in the land of the lockdown, the IT guy is king.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, check this out. And I want to see if you've heard this, that they are actually going to put like mock, we'll say, so with the first pick, the Cincinnati Bengals take quarterback, Louisiana State University, Joe Burrow. And then
they're going to mock the whole draft.
Virtual Joe Burrow will walk onto the stage as the first pick. Now, will a virtual commissioner go over and give him a big bro hug or what?
Hey, all options on the table. They are going to run through the entire draft to make sure that it works. And actually, it was reported by Mike Garafolo of NFL Network, reported on Tuesday. And this bit doesn't make sense to me. There has to be some common sense. That there will be no allowances for technical difficulties. That's a can of worms the NFL do not want.
Whoa. Now, I'm on the clock, and all of a sudden my computer goes down?
Yeah.
What happens if I go past? I mean, if you can't get it up in your allotted time, do you lose the draft pick?
That's what they're saying, but that doesn't make sense to me because this has never been done before. I think Peter King's Football Modern in America column, a league official said this is a draft unlike any other, but we also hope it never happens again. They've got to bend the rules. They've got to make allowances. Actually, Kevin Colbert, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Steelers, said this week we should have another 3 rounds because we're not going to get those undrafted free agents coming into our building. Everything should be on the table right now, but there certainly should be. I guess they don't want it to be open to abuse, but you've got to allow for some technical difficulties because how can you say there are not going to be any? We've seen Zoom videos that are on the internet, people taking their laptop to the toilet, people hacking into stuff. I mean, it happens. It just happens. And there's 32 teams times 32 head coaches times 32 general managers times about 20 scouting staff for each one of those organizations. That's a lot of people on one kind of connected, I don't know.
That's a lot of opportunities for it to go wrong. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really interesting too. You mentioned that free agency deal where free agents come in and, Cole Beasley, the NFL had a program where after the draft, you could bring local guys in, right?
Yeah, you can bring a lot in, right?
Yeah, for like a workout kind of deal. And that's how Cole got his opportunity with the Cowboys at that workout because he wasn't at the combine, wasn't drafted, right? Came in there, did well enough in that workout to get himself to training camp, and now he's, one of the better players in the league. So it's going to be missed opportunities. There are a lot of things at play here that you don't even think about. But how about those kids, those ones that are fringe guys, the fringe free agents that make teams every year, and some of these guys become good players in the league.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes in terms of the draft. Undrafted rookie free agents, I guess veteran free agents that are still on the market are going to find it difficult as well. I mean, the DeAndre Hopkins trade actually still hasn't been ratified to the Arizona Cardinals. That can't happen until the physical gets done. Cam Newton's still out there. He says he feels like a fish out of water. I mean, for someone like Cam, first overall pick, former league MVP, he must be feeling a very weird time because he's a salesman. He's a kind of flamboyant salesman. You need to be in the room with him, I would imagine, Jeff, to kind of become enamored with him. And his game, but then his charisma takes over when he's in the room with you. He can't do any of that. It's just a bit of limbo for everyone.
I was interested as Cameron Wake is represented by the same my agent's firm. And it was interesting talking to those guys about Cam and what's going on with him right now, because here's a guy at the end of his career. He's probably going to play 1, maybe 2 more years. And they're in no hurry to do a deal right now because they really want to see where this thing is going to go. And there's so much out there. I know he had an hour-long conversation with Pete Carroll the other day, and because they've got to, if they don't get Clowney back, then there's a landing spot. I know the Giants have had an interest in him. The Texans have had an interest in him. So there's a lot of guys still out there that are good football players that can affect football teams.
Sky Sports. Feel it all.